When the librarians contained the hazardous gulf that procured from the abundance of radiation on the ocean floor, it helped pave the way for the world union to succeed and stability to build. Ever since that gulf, that sits west of Gracier and east of Genesis, was secured, the sanity of nature returned. The gulf still remained. It resided in the middle of the Pacific Ocean as close as possible to the Atlantic. It was approximately 67,000 square feet. There was some sort of ambiguity around the gulf. It was abnormal. But because of that, and because of the story of the three librarians, I knew it held not only secrets to our world, but secrets to the universe. The theory stayed between me until the night of my first computer presentation. Me and my 15 classmates were split into 5 groups of 3. I was paired with my good friends Jack and Esta, and we reported on the potential of computing software and its ability to unite the world. That day we presented in front of librarians, organizers, and Rhonda Dorwin. Me and my team emphasized the possibility of using virtual reality to spread information, knowledge, and ideas throughout the world, giving everyone access to what was in Alexandria libraries, giving the world access to the forgotten knowledge during the time of the Go-See. We even recognized the newfound use of robotics and artificial intelligence, which had recently transformed life through automation. Our plan was to show the board a new future, one that involved using every mind possible to bring about something miraculous. I had even tied in the philosophy of Ty Trojan and how everyone deserved a purpose, and I compared the current situation to Heroin, who had a disdain for tech with his fittest philosophy, the most radical philosopher worth mentioning from the blackout era. When the presentation had ended, it was evident we rubbed the organizers, board members, and librarians the wrong way. We were ostracized in the networking event, and since the presentation was my idea, my partners, Jack and Esta, shunned me. They returned to their dormitories while I escaped to the greenhouse. I felt morose and embarrassed since Rhonda appeared. I thought about quitting my charade and becoming like the board members. Things weren't working out, and I just wanted to be assiduous, because the longer I deterred our leaders and elders, the more transient my credibility would be denied. I sat in the greenhouse in rumination, attending to a row of potatoes, the greatest vegetable in the world. Suddenly I heard a comforting yet assertive voice speak out to me. "Can you point me to the Blue Lotus?" I turned impetuously toward the vocals. In that instant, I remembered where I heard that question, but I had to see it for myself. It was real. My idol stood there in front of me with the same condescending smirk she gave me when she walked away from me and my family at the organizers' consultation. "What are you doing here?" I asked. Rhonda didn't answer. Instead, she asked me a question. "Do you know why I love the Blue Lotus?" she asked me. It was a rhetorical question, something she did quite often. "It's because of its scarcity and what it represents to me. You see, this flower has been around since the beginning of time. It can represent the soul of humanity. No matter how far we go, we're creatures of evolution." I didn't really know what she was talking about. I knew about the Blue Lotus, but I had read that it represented wisdom and spirituality. Rhonda picked 2 of the flowers from the pond they resided in and handed me one while she continued to admire the other. "Lilo, you're brilliant like your parents, but innovative like me. Being in Alexandria for 4 months now has shown me that the world lacks courage. No one wants to take a risk. And do you know why that is? Because they're scared of the gulf of creation?" She smiled. Genuinely, from cheek to cheek, her perfect teeth appeared. "Precisely," she said.